Happy morning, children. Today we are going to see fiction short stories, graphic novels. How to write graphic novels? What are the parts of that? How will you write the illustrations? See, there should be minimal text and images should be there. In graphic novel uses illustrations or images. Okay. So text should be minimum, less. Okay, to tell a story. It consists of different parts. What are the parts of the graphic novel? Title, caption, illustration, speech or thought bubble. Can you see this? This is the speech or thought bubble. So when you are writing, first you have to give a title for the story, then caption is for each box. When you draw a picture or something, then you have to give a caption, and illustration is a drawing, and then you have to read. Speech bubble is with the dialogues they are using. So that is how you have to frame it, and it should be as when you read a story, how would you read? From top to bottom, from left to right, then again next bottom. You should come one by one. Then for that you need to ideate it. Ideate is a rough this thing you have to bring out, and then only you can write a graphic novel. First ideating. For that you need to have the main events, characters, settings. All the three in Mr. Wonka's lesson you had, that is given here. For every story you write, you are going to write a graphic novel. Okay, so for creating that you need all these three things: main event, character, setting. With that you can start writing your graphic novel. First is invention of Wonka White. Then next is Mr. Wonka tells Charlie about the cure. Next, then first, next, then last. Okay, this is how it has to come. Mr. Wonka gathers the ingredients and invention of Vita Wonka. After writing, you have to check it. So, checklist. Have you answered all the 4 questions? Have you used the relevant ideas? Is the graphic novel factually correct? That should be some facts. Does it match the original text? Evidence should be there, correctly sequenced. And after that, peer review. Peer reviews, friends have to check. And what will you check in that? Title, captions, speech, thought bubbles, illustrations, whether it is correct, then whether the punctuation is correct, spelling is correct. Next is visualizing. Visualizing in your when you read the story or novel or whatever it is, in your mind you should create images. Images should come to your mind. How will you create that? All the senses you have to activate. That is your it should be pleasant. When you that is, you have to imagine the sounds, the things you see, everything, the colors. Then only it will be visualizing. Active readers create pictures in their minds. Pictures should be created in the minds based on what they read. This process is known as visualization. So deeper understanding will be there. You will understand better the text. Build stronger real life connections. Okay. So what are the, how will you train ourselves and visualize? See here one example is given: sitting on a wooden chair, waited on a guttural sound, tip tap of the slippers. Like that sound you can imagine. And this boy is imagining sitting on a wooden chair. One old man is coming little bent, all these things. So first you have to read the text thoroughly, underline the words and phrases that describe the scene, and then visualize the scene in your mind. So what the boy is doing, I can imagine a boy seated on a wooden chair and a man walking slowly. So the mental picture you have imagined, you have to describe. This is how you have to visualize. Next is characters action. So what is the main event you have to read? Then what did the character do to cause this event? Event is something's happening in the story. So what would the character do to create that event? And what effect did the character's action have in the story? This is how you have to read the story and find out. Next is complex sentence. Okay, simple sentence is independent sentence. Independent one which has a complete meaning. Okay, when it is not complete and it is dependent on the other sentence, but there is a part of the sentence. Since he was busy with work, it is a part of the sentence, not a complete sentence. It depends on the other one. Okay, then it is called a complex sentence. When two or more clauses come together and an independent clause and dependent clause is combined together, then it is called complex sentence. Okay, so a simple sentence, he could not join the party, like that. Any sentence is there, a simple sentence. Since he was busy with work, he could not join the party. There are two clauses in that. Okay, and the one is, since he was busy with work, is incomplete. So it is called dependent clause. இன்னொரு இதில் depend ஆகிருக்கு இன்னொரு clauseல. So a dependent clause cannot stand on its own as a sentence, even though it has a subject and a verb. Why? It cannot convey a complete meaning. Now read this part. He could not come to the party. இது வந்து ஒரு part of the sentence தான், but it separately also it has a meaning. So it is independent clause. It can stand on as a single sentence. தனியாக ஒரு சென்டென்ஸாக இது நிற்க முடியும். இன்னொரு பார்ட் இல்லாமல் கூட இது தனியாக சென்டென்ஸாக இருக்க முடியும். மீனிங் இருக்கு. It conveys a complete meaning on its own. So it is an independent clause. Now it will be clear for you. Since he was busy with his work, he could not come to the party. Two clauses are there. Since he was busy with his work, he could not come to the party, another part. Okay. Since he was busy with the work is dependent clause, because separately it not a sentence. He could not come to the party is independent clause. Now which is a subordinating conjunction? Since. So this together is a complex sentence. Okay. So what is a subordinating conjunction? Used to join two clauses. Since is the subordinating conjunction here. I would love if you come to the party, but I understand you are busy with the work. Now separate clauses, can you tell? I would love if you come to the party. That is one. And second one is, but I understand you are busy with the work. That is separate. But both are meaningful, separate எடுத்தோன்னா meaningful sentence இருக்கு. So that is two separate simple sentence. That is a compound sentence. Second one is what we discussed, complex. See, I would love if you come to the party, simple sentence 1. But I understand you are busy with the work, simple sentence 2. So both are two simple sentence joined by coordinating conjunction but. When there are two simple sentence which having separate, they have its not dependent on the other, independent clauses, then it is compound sentence. So ரெண்டு simple sentence join பண்ணும்போது compound sentence ஆயிடும். காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ்னா என்ன ஆகும்? ஒன் டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ், ஒன் இண்டிபெண்ட் கிளாஸ், அந்த மாதிரி ஜாயிண்ட். காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ், வேர்ட் இட்ஸ் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ், ரொம்ப கன்ஃபியூசிங், காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ லைக் தட் யூ கேன் ரிமெம்பர். சிம்பிள் சென்டென்ஸ் சிம்பிளாக இருக்கும், ஒரே சென்டென்ஸ். டூ சிம்பிள் சென்டென்ஸ் ஜாயின்டு பை அண்ட் பட் ஸோ அதில் காம்பவுண்ட் சென்டென்ஸ். காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ்னால் ஒன்று வந்து செப்பரேட்டாக நிற்க முடியாது, அது இன்னொன்று டிபெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கு. So here there is a beautiful drawing given. See, dependent clause independent clause இழுத்துட்டு போகுது. So independent clause தனியாக நிற்க முடியும், ஆனால் dependent clause somebody has to pull it. So such sentence are called complex. Yes, what are the subordinating conjunctions? As, so that, because, in order, since. Why they are used? These are used for stating reasons. Reasons ki idella use pannalam. Because it was raining all night, all the roads were blocked. Since she had to meet a friend at the bus stop, Sheena started home early. So this is how you have to use them. Next is if. Only if you can find the way. Provided that, until, though, although, even though. That is contrast. One contrast opposite. Though Samay was very sick, he wanted to watch the final match. Opposite, contrast. Next is indicate time. Now that, as soon as, whenever, after, until. Where, wherever. I want to visit the market where they sell handloom sarees. So it is very clear in this. I revise all the topics, yet I could not perform well. I revise all the topics, I could not perform well. So both are separate independent clause. This is an independent clause, that is an independent clause. Two independent clause joined together by yet. So it is a compound sentence. We remove any part of the sentence, other part still is a sentence. Complete sense is there. Okay. Now with this example it is clear, I think. Now read this. He loves playing video games. Independent clause. Even though he is in his 60s now. What is the sentence? Complete aidicha? Illa. Even though he is in his 60s now. It is dependent clause. So either remove pannunga. He loves playing video games. Remove pannunga. Even though he is in his 60s now. So that is not meaningful. So it is a complex sentence. Now you have to see this one. See, Kalyan and Abhi ate a Jain cake, yet they felt hungry. Separate la full stop vechu kuda yet they felt hungry. Separate la padichu paakalam. So it is meaningful only. Both are simple sentences joined by yet. So it is a compound sentence. Always check your answer after you finish writing test. After you finish writing test, it is not a separate independent. It is a dependent. So it is a complex sentence. Rose grows easily in the garden if you water them daily. If you water them daily is a dependent clause. So it is a complex sentence. This bowl of cereal is extremely yummy. Simple sentence. Tarun attended a drawing class. One part. Yet he did not participate in the art competition. Yet he did not participate. Separate sentence. Two separate simple sentence. So it is a compound sentence. I cannot go to the party. It is separate or sentence. So it is a independent one. So for independent you are putting a box. If is the subordinating conjunction. If I do not pass the exam cannot be a separate one. So I underline that. That is a dependent clause. Okay, dependent clause underline pananum. Whenever the doorbell rang, read that one. Whenever the doorbell rang, this part is dependent on the other one. Other one vanda da complete agum. Adu illama complete agadu. So whenever the doorbell rang, I underline that, and whenever I circle, because that is a subordinating conjunction. My dog Timmy barked loudly. That is a separate simple sentence. So I put a box for that. It is independent. My dog Timmy barked loudly. In the sentence oda தனியாவே இது ஒரு சென்டென்ஸாக நிற்கும்போது அதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணால் கூட இது சென்டென்ஸ் தான். மை டாக் டிம்மி barked loudly. So I put a box for that. C. Seema attended classes. That is a separate sentence. Without the other part, I can read this as a separate sentence. Although she was hurt badly. Although she was hurt badly. What although she was hurt badly? It is not complete. So I underline that, and although is circled because it is a subordinating conjunction. Stay inside the house until it stops raining. Until it stops raining. தனியாக படித்து பாருங்கள், அது சென்டென்ஸ்க்கு வர முடியாது. So I underline that. And stay inside the house is a separate sentence. So that is not dependent. It is independent, simple sentence. So I put a box for that. So together they form a complex sentence. Mohit was excited to move to a new city. That is a simple sentence. I put a box. Although he would miss his friends. Although what is சேர்த்து படிக்கணும். Although he would miss his friends. It's not separate. It is not independent. It is dependent on the other. Although he would not miss friends வந்து தனியாக படிக்க முடியாது சென்டென்ஸாக. இதை சேர்த்து தான் படிக்கணும். Mohit was excited to move to a new city. Although he would miss his new friends. ஸோ கம்ப்ளீட்டாக படிக்கும்போது தான் அது சிம்பிள் ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் சென்டென்ஸ். ஸோ ஒன் சிம்பிள் சென்டென்ஸ் அண்ட் ஒன் dependent clause வரும்போது it come together. There is simple sentence is a independent clause and the other one is a complex. He would miss his friends. Although he would miss his friends, that is dependent on the other part. அதனால both come together with the although, and you have to read it now. Then it becomes a complete sentence. So it is a complex sentence. Thank you.